We might start in a standing position today. So let's bring our hands to heart center. Closing your eyes. Have your feet about hip width apart, open up through the toes. So you got a really nice firm grip on the earth. And start to focus on your breath going inward. Noticing your chest and your belly rising and falling as you inhale and exhale. Just tuning in, arriving in your beautiful yoga space. So you've got some nice time for yourself to raise your vibration and also to heal our hearts today. So we're going to do some heart opening, heart healing, and raising our vibration. As we raise our vibration, we'll become more balanced and happier. Sometimes the vibration drops down and we just need to lift it up again. Just keep it in tune. Just take a couple more breaths, noticing how your body's feeling, noticing how your mind is. Thoughts that come and go, just let them go. And let go of the busyness of your morning. Just take 2 more breaths. Big breath in. Pause and big breath out. 1 more big breath in. And lion's breath out. And then let's raise our hands above our head. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side. Just keep going from side to side. And 1 more each side. Let's roll our shoulders. Let's go 3 back. And 3 forward. And then take the left hand across your body, right hand underneath. And we're going to draw the arm in towards your chest as you look over your left shoulder. Let's take 3 breaths here. Each exhalation, just hug it in a little more and feel the stretch in your left scapula. Last breath. And then release it and take it to the other side. Looking over your right shoulder this time. 3 nice, long, deep breaths. As you exhale, hug it in a little more. And then inhale, raise your arms up, stretching up nice and tall. And exhaling, fold forward. And let your head hang upside down, let the crown of your head point towards the mat. And connecting with the stretch down the back of your legs. Bring your fingertips down towards the mat. 3 long, deep breaths here. And then inhale, slowly come back up to standing, stacking your bones on top of each other. And then we'll come to the back of the mat and we'll do our warrior sequence. So we turn our left foot out, step forward with the right foot. Then inhale, lift up your arms, raise your chest, raise your gaze. So we're opening up our heart, reaching up nice and tall, noticing the stretch through the left hip. Just take a few breaths here. And 1 more. And then bringing your hands behind your back and gazing down towards the mat, lengthening out the right leg, lifting your hands up into humble warrior. That's it. So nice stretch through the back of the right leg and through the shoulders. One more breath. And then release your hands down to the mat. If you have a block there, place your right hand on the block and then inhale, lift up the left hand, opening up through the chest, gazing up towards the left thumb. And then exhale, release the left hand back down to the mat and come up to standing position at the back of the mat. Give your legs a little shake. And we go to the other side. This time turning the right toes out, step forward with the left. Inhale, bending the left knee, raising your gaze, raising your arms, reaching up nice and tall. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, connecting with the stretch through the right hip. And then exhale, bring your arms down and behind your back, lengthen out the left leg, gazing down towards your left big toe and lift your hands up. So stretching through the back of your left leg and through your shoulders. 3 breaths here. Last breath. Then release your hands, bring your left hand down to the mat or a block if you have one. Inhale, lift up the right hand and open up the chest, gazing up towards the right thumb. 3 nice long deep breaths. And then exhale, bring the right hand down and come up to standing. Give that a little shake. Okay, let's go for our sun salutes. We're going to go to the top of the mat this time. So you can come with me or you can do it at your own pace. So inhale, lift up our arms into mountain pose, raise our gaze. Exhale, bring our hands down to the mat and then step back into plank. So you can either be high plank or bring your knees to the ground and then slowly lower your body down to the mat. Inhale, lift up through the chest into an upward dog. And then exhale, roll over the toes into downward dog. And feel that nice stretch through the back of the legs. Inhale, lift your gaze and step forward into a forward bend. Inhale, lift up through the chest, stretching the back of your legs, lengthening your spine, and exhale, hold your chest into your legs. Inhale, slowly come up to standing and hands back to heart center. Come back to the top of the mat again. So inhale, lift up our arms into mountain pose. Exhaling, folding forward. And step back to plank. Inhale as you slowly lower yourself down. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, roll over the toes into downward dog. Inhale as you step forward into forward bend. Lift through the chest. And then exhale as you hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, come back up to standing and hands back to heart center. Let's take a couple of breaths here, just settling your breath down. And then inhale, lift up our arms, stretching up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward and step back. Inhale as you slowly lower your body down to the mat. Untuck your toes, lift up through the chest, and then exhale, rolling over the toes into downward dog. Inhale as you step forward into forward bend, lifting up through the chest, stretching the back of the legs and you lengthen your spine. Exhale as you hug your knees to your chest. And then inhale, come back up to mountain pose and back to heart center. Nice work. So we're halfway there. We've got 3 more to go. Let's inhale, lift up our arms. Exhale, bending forward. Step back into plank. Slowly lower your body down to the mat. Inhale, lift up into upward dog. And then exhale, roll over the toes into downward dog. Step forward as you inhale into forward bend. And then exhale as you lift up the chest and hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, come back up to standing, back to heart center. Nice work. Take a couple of breaths here. We've got 2 to go. You can take a rest if you need. Just listen to your body. Okay, let's inhale, lift up our hands, raise our chest, raise our gaze. Exhale, folding forward. Step back. And inhale as you slowly lower your body down to the mat. Raise up through the chest. Exhale as you roll over the toes. Into downward dog. Inhale as you step forward. Lift up the chest. And then exhale, hugging your knees to your chest. Inhale, come all the way back up to mountain pose and hands back to heart center. Nice work. 1 more round to go. Make sure you're at the top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the arms, raise the chest and raise the gaze. Exhale, folding forward, step back into plank. Slowly lower your body down to the mat. Lift up through the chest, roll over the toes into downward dog. Inhale, step forward into forward bend. Raise the chest and exhale as you hug your knees into the chest. Inhale, come back up to mountain pose and hands back to heart center. Just closing your eyes here, noticing how your body feels and just giving yourself some time to even out your breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Checking in with your body, checking in with your mind. And then release. Give your legs and arms a little shake. And then from here, let's go into our balancing pose. So we'll open up through the right toes. Just move your hips in a little circle so you can feel the anchor points on your right foot. And then bring your left toes either next to you or next to your calf or higher up. Find your drishti point and get nice and settled. Bring your hands back to heart center. And let's steady everything down, nice and quiet. Let's take 3 deep breaths here, just long and deep. Nice work. And then release. Give it a little shake and we'll take it to the other side. So moving your left, opening up through the left toes and moving your hips in a circle and connecting with the ankle points on the left foot. And bringing your right toes beside your left foot and bring it into a position that you're comfortable with on this side. Sit and then bring your hands back to heart center. Find your drishti point and let's take 3 deep breaths here. Nice work. And then release, give it a shake. From here, let's try our dancer pose again. So if you need to hang on to something, just have something available. We're going to start with opening up our right toes and lifting, bending our left knee and bringing our left foot into our left hand. Get yourself nice and steady. Bring your heel to your bottom and your knees together. Find your drishti point. And then as you inhale, bring your chest forward, kick your leg back, and bring your hand out the front into dancer pose. So this gives you a really nice stretch through the left thigh. Let's take 3 breaths here. And then come back to center and release. Good work. Give your legs a shake and let's go to the other side. So this time we're going to open up our left toes so we're nice and balanced on the left side. Find your drishti point. Bend your right knee and bring your right foot into your right hand. Getting nice and steady on that side. And then on your next inhalation, kick back the right foot and bring the left arm forward. 3 deep breaths here. And release. Good work. You might find you're better on one side than the other. That's pretty normal. That's good to challenge yourself. Let's come down to the mat now, to tabletop. So knees hip width apart, hands nice and open, fingers stretched out, pressing your palms into the mat. Inhale, lift up through the chest, opening up the heart, feeling that nice curve in the lower back. And then exhale, stretching the back up towards the sky. Nod your chin into your chest. Feel a nice stretch through the back of the neck. And then inhale, lift up. So really opening up through the spine, opening the heart. And one more round. Come back to center. We'll try some alternate leg and arm raises today. So we're going to try and keep our back nice and steady. We're going to inhale, lift up the left leg. And you can just have left leg only, or if you want, you can add the right arm as well. Lengthening out through the hand and foot. And then exhale, bring the knee back and the hand back to the mat. Inhale, go to the other side. So you're lengthening out through the right foot, pointing the toes down towards the mat, lengthening through the hand and foot, and exhale back down. Let's go 2 more on each side. It's good for your spine, good for the abs. Let's move with your breath, landing your knees nice and wide so you got good balance. Got 1 more round to go. And the last side here. Let's take our knees wide and bring our buttocks back to our heel into child's pose, walking our hands forward. Bring your forehead down to the mat and just give your hips a little wiggle as you slowly shuffle your forehead down to the mat and then come back to your breathing. So nice and stretch through the shoulders and the lower back. Taking 3 nice long breaths, come back to the intention we're setting for our practice today. So we're healing our heart and raising our vibration. As you inhale, imagine you are breathing in the energy of the earth through all the contact points, through the hands, the forehead, the shins, and the feet. Two more deep breaths here. And then coming down, bring your belly and your chest down to the mat. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. And we're going to squeeze our elbows towards our shoulders and lift up through the chest, squeezing our buttocks into cobra. And then exhale, releasing our forehead down to the mat, relaxing. Breathing out as you come down and inhale as you come up. Raising your chest, squeezing the buttocks and squeezing the elbows in. And then exhale, relaxing back down. And last one. And then from here, we're going to take our arms forward, bending our left knee and sweeping our left hand around, holding onto our left foot. And then we're going to inhale, kick back our left foot and lift up through the chest. Exhale, fold forward, bring the left hand back, bending the right knee and taking the right hand into the right foot. Inhale, lift up through the chest, kick back through the right foot. And exhale, bring it back down. Let's go 2 more on each side. Inhale, reach back to the left foot. Lift up through the chest, kick the left foot back. And exhale, allow it to come back down. Change to the other side. So connecting with a stretch through the quads and through the shoulders. And then 1 more on each side. And then coming back to child's pose, give it a nice stretch through the lower back. So just gently walking your hands forward. So you've just done a back bend, now you're doing a forward bend. So we're rinsing out through the spine. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Just give your hips a little wiggle from side to side. Then take the right hand to the right edge of the mat, left hand on top of the right hand, and stretching out through the left side of the body. And then walk the left hand to the left side, place the right hand on top, and stretch through the right side of the body. And then rolling over onto our backs. And we'll hug our knees up to our chest. Rolling around in a circle, just massaging our lower back and rinsing out our back. And then reaching through the center of your knees to the outside edge of your feet and lift your soles of your feet up towards the ceiling into happy baby, flattening out your lower back. And taking 3 nice deep breaths here. Noticing the stretch through the lower back and a little bit through the groin on this one. Coming back to the theme of our practice. And then releasing your feet from your hands, bending your knees, bring your feet down to the mat, heels close to the buttocks. Place your palms face down on the mat, and we're going to inhale, lift up through the hips, pushing through the heels, lifting up as high as we can, squeeze through the buttocks. And you can either leave your hands where they are, or you can bring the hands over the top to the ground above your head. And then exhale, slowly lower your spine down to the mat and bring your hands back to the start. Let's go 2 more of those and just slide your heels in a little bit closer again. So inhale, lifting up through the hips as high as you can, push through the heels, connect with the stretch through the glutes and the hamstrings and the quads. Bring the hands over the top, stretching out through the hands. Exhale, slowly down. And 1 more set. Hug your knees up to your chest again. And then keeping your knees bent, feet off the ground, arms out to the side, straight out from your shoulders. Drop both knees to the right side as you gaze towards the left, using the right hand to draw the knees a little closer to the ground. Allow your shoulders to stay on the ground so you feel a nice stretch through your chest. Taking 3 deep breaths here and feel that nice stretch through the left side of the body and the left glute. Nice big breaths. And then inhale, bring your knees to the center. Exhale, take them to the left side, using the left hand to draw them over towards the ground. Shoulders on the mat. 3 deep breaths. And last one. Next inhalation, bring your knees back to center, hug your knees into your chest, and you can rock from side to side or roll in a circle, whatever works for you. And then from here, we're going to bring our feet down to the mat, place our palms face down, and we're going to go into our legs up position. So how you want to do that today. Next inhalation, we're going to lift up our feet, coming into our legs up. Give your legs a little shake so they feel nice and light. Circling through the ankles. And then take your feet out wide. Bring it up in. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out, turn it like a butterfly. And then raise your feet back up high in the air. If you're in a shoulder stand, you can bring your feet over the top of your head towards the ground behind you. And then on the next inhalation, slowly lower your spine down to the mat and come into a comfortable position for Savasana. We're going to do a heart healing meditation today in Savasana. So get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Wiggle around a little until you feel you can settle into stillness. So this meditation will help you connect with your heart chakra. The heart chakra is the center of love, empathy, and compassion. And it's represented by the element of air and the color green. Like love, air surrounds and sustains us in life. The heart chakra, positive energy, connects the lower chakras to the higher ones. When it's fully open, the heart chakra becomes the channel for universal compassion, our true self. It is here in this space that we invite the infinite love to flow through us, allowing us to heal ourselves and others. The lesson of the heart is that we must fully love and accept ourselves before we can love and accept others. Begin to let your body settle and begin to notice your breath. Spread your collarbones wide, opening up the space that holds your heart. If it's comfortable for you, you can bring one hand to your heart and the other on the top of your belly. Bring your awareness to the space that surrounds your heart. Notice this space rise and fall with your breath. As you inhale, feel your body expand and fill your lungs with fresh air. As you exhale, feel your belly contract, emptying out, creating space for new awareness. Now imagine you're breathing in a large emerald light through your nostrils, settling down into your heart space. It brings with it warmth, making the entire upper body feel toasty and cozy. As you breathe, allow this light and warmth to grow. Only by opening our hearts can we allow love to come in. If you've felt pain, perhaps a broken heart, you've opened yourself up enough to expose yourself to vulnerability. This is a courageous move. In doing so, you can extend light onto those who need love. Take a moment here to call to mind someone or multiple people whom you bring love. Bring their faces very clearly into your mind's eye. Now allow love to radiate from your heart space out into this person or people. Now call to mind someone or multiple people who you have a tough relationship. Bring their face very, very clearly into your mind's eye. Now allow love to radiate from your heart space out into this person or people. Now call to mind yourself. Picture yourself here in your room doing your yoga. Bring your face very clearly into your mind's eye. Now using all of this love, compassion, and openness cultivated here in this space, begin to wrap yourself up in love, sending it out from this space that holds your heart. Gently breathing in and out, wrapping yourself up in love, feeling the beautiful energy of the earth supporting you and holding you as you relax into Savasana after your yoga practice. Allowing your breathing to rise and fall without any restrictions. Start to stretch out your fingers and toes, noticing the floor beneath you. Noticing the room you're in, coming back to the room. And when you're ready, roll to one side, Taking a couple more breaths. And you can either stay there or come into a comfortable seated position. And noticing how your body's feeling, how your mind is feeling. Let's take 3 more long, deep breaths. And then bring our hands to our heart center and to our forehead for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words, and to our heart for a kind heart. Namaste. Thank you for your lovely yoga practice today, ladies. Well done on your balancing and your challenges with your sun salutes.
Thank you. Yes, it got a bit wobbly towards the end.